Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. Today is the future, October 21st, 2015. The future. Unbelievable. I gotta check this out, Doc. It's my second channel, daily vlog channel. It's the Daily Back to the Future Day, which is what the internet and the world and us self-proclaimed aficionados of my favorite film are calling today. Today is the day. Today is the exact moment. This is the occasion to the pinpointed calendar moment of when Doc and Marty arrive to the future and Back to the Future Part 2. And it is sunlight out. But once the sun goes down, as dusk starts to rear its futuristic head and nightfall is upon us, something will happen right in here, which means I wanted to document this for the Daily Woo before the event happens, because I do not want to be the one cursed with being the person who actually ruins the space-time continuum. But it is exciting that I am actually in the same housing development that Marty McFly lived in the future, and Marty McFly lives right over there. Where am I talking about? I'm talking about not heel. I'm wearing flip-flops and my heels are exposed. I'm talking about Hilldale 2015. A breeding ground for Tranks, Lobos, and Zipheads. Dun 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 dun. And in just a few hours, Marty and Doc will actually be arriving in the flying DeLorean, and it will actually hover down and land in that exact spot, exposing in your visual view the sign that will say Hilldale right there, the address for success. And if you look closely in the movie, you will actually notice that since this area is not really the best area in the world, even though it actually has a gated community, but in the movie, by the way, I actually had to wait till a car came in. I had to follow a car in because this is kind of a nice, upstanding neighborhood. In real life, in the movie, it is kind of dingy, kind of grown over, kind of spray painted, and not exactly the area you want to raise your kids in. But in real life, this is actually a very nice neighborhood. So I parked my van over there, and I am documenting this filming location. I've been here before with my friend Justin Scard a couple of years ago. If you just look up Back to the Future 2 filming locations, you can actually see where me and him came out here and documented shot by shot all the filming locations from part 2. But I am back today. Why? Because this is a historic occasion, as Doc Brown would say, because this is where it all happened and will happen in just a short amount of time. Tonight, Biff will be arriving straight through here in his taxi cab. Biff will be landing right here. He will be thumbprinting the receipt, $170-something for a taxi ride, which taxis are expensive, but gosh, if you're just going from downtown Hill Valley to here, I can't imagine it costing that much. Now, Back to the Future predicted a lot of things. They got some things right, they got some things wrong, but you know what? The day is not over, so all those things might come true. So Biff gets out of here, gets in the DeLorean right here, while Marty goes up to see what Doc is doing to try to rescue Jennifer Parker over in that house right over there. I will show you that momentarily. But the sign was right here. The Hilldale sign was right here. Now, Back to the Future Part 1 is my favorite movie. Back to the Future 2, I love Back to the Future 2, and Back to the Future 3 is my favorite trilogy of all time. Now, I know Star Wars holds a very special place in my heart as well, but Back to the Future for me, I can't even express my love for Back to the Future. It kind of like makes me sad in a way that today, everything in Back to the Future 2 will now be in the past. The future becomes the past after today. So let's embrace this day. Enjoy this day. Back to the Future Part 2. The future is now, and Einstein the dog is over there barking very loudly. All right, let's go take a look. Let's go take a look at the house that Marty McFly lived in the future. The same spot that Needles coerced him into being fired. I'm fired. I can't believe I'm fired. It actually happened right here. Right here. See 3791 next to that is 3793. The police officers, the female police officers, landed their vehicle right here. And if you look closely in the movie, you can actually see that electrical box. So watch the scene. You can see the addresses are the same. You can see the electrical box. They drag Jennifer into there. And of course, Doc rescues her, runs down the road, grabs Marty. They drag Jennifer back to the car, and they take off, and they leave 2015. All that will happen here in just a matter of hours. So I thought I would document this. Very important day for us Back to the Future fans. It's in the mainstream. Lots of stuff talking about Back to the Future. Of course, the Cubs in the playoffs right now, which they're not really doing too well, but the Cubs being in there, the Pepsi Perfect stuff, the USA Today, all that stuff comes out today. A lot of exciting stuff. But most importantly is that something is going to happen here tonight. Maybe I should show up at nightfall and see if I can meet Marty and Doc. Whoa, look at this cat. Look at this cat. It's the cat from the future. That cat's just chilling. He's waiting. That cat right there is just waiting for Doc. You waiting for Doc and Marty? Meow, 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 meow. So there you go. I wanted to show up here. A lot of people are going to say too, how come you didn't go to Hill Valley? Why didn't you go to the back lot of Universal Studios? I have something, I don't want to spoil it, but I have some really exciting stuff happening in the future, no pun intended, for the Universal backlot. I didn't want to ruin it. I didn't want to jinx it today by trying to go down there. So I decided here would actually kind of be a little bit better because we can actually see where Marty actually lived on a public street. We can actually have some time to ourselves to embrace this whole Back to the Future day. So this is where it happened. Take a good look. Take a good look. Marty McFly's house. All right, I'll see you guys later. It's Back to the Future day. How crazy is it that we are now living in the future? Love you guys. See you tomorrow in the future or the past. Whatever.